Apple just did something we didn't expect with the iPhone 17 Pro. It stopped chasing design gimmicks and started focusing on pure practicality. For a company that once obsessed over thinness and elegance at all costs, this new iPhone is a noticeable shift. It's thicker, heavier, built for performance instead of aesthetics, and it ditches the flashy titanium shell for a more functional aluminum body. And surprisingly, that change makes this one of the most purposeful iPhones Apple has ever made. For years, iPhones were about refinement, sleeker edges, lighter frames, and minimalist design, but the trade-off was often practicality, overheating issues, fragile glass backs, and battery life that lagged behind Android rivals. The iPhone 17 Pro flips that script completely. Its new aluminum unibody isn't just a design choice, it's a thermal solution. It dissipates heat better, helps the new vapor chamber cooling work more efficiently, and even makes the phone tougher. Less glass means fewer chances of cracking, and that's something users will appreciate far more than a half-millimeter reduction in thickness. Of course, aluminum isn't perfect. It scratches and dents more easily than titanium or steel. Jerry-Rig Everything's teardown showed that the sharp edges around the new camera plateau are especially vulnerable. But trade-offs aside, Apple clearly prioritized real-world durability and heat management this time, and that's a welcome change. Speaking of that plateau, the camera bump is bigger than ever. Not just for looks, the extra space makes room for a larger battery and improved camera hardware. It's a bold design decision that actually serves a purpose. And the new cosmic orange colorway is hard to miss, standing out among the usual silver and deep blue. For the first time, Apple even ditched the classic black option, saying deep blue is dark enough. Some purists will disagree, but it's part of Apple's push to redefine what a Pro iPhone looks like. The display remains at 6.3 inches with ProMotion, but brightness now peaks at an impressive 3,000 nits, and thanks to improved cooling, it holds that brightness longer outdoors. There's also a new 7-layer anti-reflective coating, though it's still not as effective as Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra. Face ID remains unchanged, and the unboxing experience is familiar, though you'll still need to buy your own charger to take advantage of the new 40-watt fast charging. The camera system sees subtle but meaningful upgrades. The main and ultra-wide lenses are unchanged, but the telephoto camera moves from 5x to a more versatile 4x zoom with a 48-megapixel sensor that's 56% larger. This improves low-light shots and allows for lossless sensor-cropped zoom up to 8x. Digital zoom also jumps from 25x to 40x, but the most clever camera upgrade isn't on the back, it's on the front. Apple redesigned the selfie camera with an 18-megapixel square sensor and a wider 20mm lens. The result? You can now take landscape selfies while holding the phone vertically, and your eyes will actually look into the camera instead of off to the side. It's a small detail, but one that fixes a long-standing annoyance and shows Apple is thinking about practicality even in the details. Video capabilities are a mix of exciting and niche. There's still no 8K recording, which is fine since most people don't need it, but new features like ProRes RAW and Genlock are aimed at professional filmmakers. More relevant to regular users is the dual capture mode, which records from the front and rear cameras simultaneously. It works well, though the fact that it saves as a single video file limits editing flexibility. Performance is where the iPhone 17 Pro makes its biggest leap. The new A19 Pro chip on a TSMC N3P node paired with 12 GB of LPDDR5X RAM delivers huge CPU and GPU gains. Single-core and multi-core scores crush the competition, and GPU performance on ray tracing tests even beats the M3 iMac. More importantly, that power is now sustainable. Thanks to the new vapor chamber cooling and aluminum body, thermal throttling is significantly reduced. You'll feel the difference in demanding games like Death Stranding and Resident Evil 4, which now run close to 50 FPS instead of barely scraping 30 FPS on the iPhone 16 Pro. The improved thermal design also means the phone runs cooler overall, around 42 degrees Celsius compared to 45 degrees Celsius on the previous model, and heat is spread more evenly across the body instead of concentrated near the processor. It's another sign that Apple prioritized performance and longevity over style. Battery life is also better thanks to a larger 4252 mAh battery in the US model and 3988 mAh in the global version. The gains are modest in daily use, about 30 minutes longer browsing and roughly the same video playback time. But the real win is faster charging. The new 40-watt V8 cable hits 50% in 20 minutes, compared to 35 minutes on the 16 Pro. Wireless MagSafe remains at 25 watts. Audio quality, however, takes a small step back. The 17 Pro isn't as loud as its predecessor, though clarity and bass remain solid. So, should you buy it? That depends on who you are. If you care about benchmarks, performance stability, and pro-level camera features, the iPhone 17 Pro is a significant upgrade and one of the most powerful smartphones you can buy right now. The new 4x telephoto lens, smarter front camera, faster charging, and improved cooling all make it feel more future-proof. But if you're still happy with an iPhone 16 Pro or even a 15 Pro, the upgrade might not feel essential. The changes are thoughtful and practical, but they're not revolutionary. Apple has refined the iPhone into a more functional, purpose-driven device, one that's less about looking sleek on a desk and more about delivering when it matters. And that's the real story here. The iPhone 17 Pro isn't trying to wow you with gimmicks or dramatic redesigns. It's Apple admitting that practicality, not just aesthetics, is what makes a great smartphone. And for a company known for chasing design perfection, that shift might be the most exciting upgrade of all. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.